So it looks like the RF lens lineup has taken kind of a wild turn, and there's also been a curveball in the update cycle that I don't think any of us saw coming. So if you shoot Canon, this is one of those weeks that you don't want to ignore. So let's just jump into it. So long glass doesn't normally make for exciting headlines, although in my last video, I was talking about a budget birding lens, and I got a lot of people in the comments talking about how they're excited for the potential for a long range lens that isn't gonna break the bank. But speaking of breaking the bank, we have a price drop to talk about. Not sure if this moves this lens into the affordability category, but the RF 1200mm f8 IS USM, the crown jewel of the extreme telephotos for the RF mount, has gone from $21,999 to a mere $13,999. So does this make the lens stand out even at that price tag? Now at 1200mm of reach, this lens is kind of in its own league. It's L series, you get top of the line build. It comes with image stabilization, USM autofocus. And at f8, it's not gonna win any light gathering contests, but if you're shooting wildlife, sports, or news in good light, and you're looking for the highest resolution and clarity possible with an RF body without having to stack teleconverters, then this is the lens. And for those working in sports and wildlife, this price drop is potentially a genuine headline, but for most, it's probably gonna feel like Canon is just clearing the runway for more RF super telephotos. If you're lucky or big budgeted enough to snatch one up, let me know, what are you shooting with this thing? Or maybe you rented it, or you've got a friend who's got it, or I don't know, you work at a news agency, or maybe there's a catch here, I don't know. If I remember correctly, this lens was a repurposed EF lens that they modified the mount on, because honestly, they don't make a lot of these. So they probably had a handful of them around that they could kind of chop the end off of and modify the flange. So it's technically still an EF lens, but I'm curious to see what you guys think of this change down in the comments. So here's something that I don't talk a lot about, which is printing workflows. If you've watched my channel for a while, or if you're subscribed to my blog, you know that I like printing with Bayphoto. That's my preferred lab here in the US. But if you're printing at home or printing in your studio or however you're doing it, the Canon ProGraph Pro 1100 is a printer that a lot of pros use, and it is now back in stock. This is a 44-inch large format printer that's packed with Canon's 12-ink Lucia Pro pigment system. It's designed for gallery grade fine art and photographic prints, where things like color consistency, sharp gradations, and ultra high detail are important. Now this thing isn't exactly desktop sized, this is serious gear, and so people who need this caliber of printer have probably been on the wait list for a while. Now, if you've been waiting for the Pro 1100, or if you've been trying to get one or planning to get one, looks like now's the time to call whoever it is you're buying this thing from, because apparently they are back in stock. But this is also kind of a reminder about the fact that good quality prints are really important, especially in high-end photography. Let me know down in the comments if you're printing your work, and I'm gonna link to a blog post where I talked about how important it is to get prints when you get great photos. But speaking of great photos and getting them printed, I wanna mention that this video is sponsored by me. And unless I say otherwise, every video on this channel is backed by my photography business. YouTube revenue is nice, but it doesn't keep the lights on, and I have a lot of lights. I am a working professional photographer, and this is how I make a living. I specialize in portraits, family sessions, and photo and video work for small businesses. Now, if you're in Las Vegas, Los Angeles, San Bernardino, Riverside, San Diego, Orange County, or anywhere that you would be willing to fly me to, and you need a professional photographer or videographer to create content that makes you look good, I am available. You'll find booking links and info down in the description. So R1 shooters are finally getting some serious rig options. SmallRig has made a not so small rig, as they've announced a dedicated full cage camera rig for the Canon EOS R1. I love SmallRig rigs. This is mine for the R5. I use it. It does not fit my R6, unfortunately, but I use it all the time with the top handle. I absolutely love this thing. It has all the stuff that I need. The only thing it's not is an L bracket. I can't do that, but I can just put a mount on the side. If you don't have one of these and you're doing any sort of video or where you need to like attach stuff to your camera, you got to get one of these. I'll do a separate video on that. Anyway, this is for an R5. Imagine this for an R1. So for anyone who rigs up video, full cages are almost non-negotiable, and this model is specifically tailored for the R1 body. So if you've got integrated mounting points, you need a top handle, you need rails, RE holes, that means audio hookups, monitors, wireless transmitters, everything that you need on a video rig, while being able to, not directly damage your gear, is a step up from a generic cage solution or, I don't know, zip ties. Don't use zip ties. So this is the kind of system level investment that signals confidence in Canon's high-end mirrorless ecosystem if accessory makers are rolling out precision parts. If I'm Canon, I feel good about the future of the R1 in terms of demand, because if you're building a full video kit around the R1, this is gonna be something you absolutely need to have. But I'm curious, if you're out there and you're an R1 shooter, are you doing video? Do you need this video rig stuff? Is this an exciting announcement for you? Or are you holding out for something from Tilta or Conver Blue? Let me know down in the comments. Now, real quick, I want to mention that I've got something special for those of you who are supporting the channel. I have tools available exclusively for my YouTube members, like my Lightroom preset pack and a curated LUT pack. If you're already a member, check the community comments to get your free downloads, and if not, you can join here on the channel to get instant access when those resources drop. I'm not planning on selling these resources anywhere, and to become a member of the channel costs $1. So this next one is pretty interesting. It looks like the EOS R8 could turn out to be Canon's next introduction into the V series and their first full frame edition. So there's been speculation, especially about Canon registering R8V in product documents, that this body might round out their lineup aimed directly at dedicated creators and vloggers. Now, there are no specs yet, but early rumors say we could get the R8 sensor, which is borrowed from the R6 Mark II, just without the IBIS, along with video-centric tweaks like long recording times, enhanced focus features, a digital hot shoe, maybe that 1/4 inch mount on the side for vertical shooting that we got on the R50V. So if Canon is building a full frame, high value vlogger style body with better video ergonomics, this could potentially put pressure on Sony equivalents like the ZV-E1. Now, right now it's all rumor, but Canon rarely does non-starters at this level. For solo creators, this could finally be the hybrid camera that works well both in the studio and on the go. And I'm really kind of curious, would you put this above the R6 Mark II? Would you potentially go the route of Sony for your mobile run and gun setup? Curious to know what you think. So a question that I get asked in the comments, on social media, in emails, honestly, people go to my website and use my contact me feature to ask me questions about Canon products. And one of the questions that I get asked a lot is, do you think we're gonna see this new body anytime soon? And so right now, according to trusted sources around the industry, it sounds like Canon isn't gonna be announcing anything until at least Q4. So if you've been waiting for anything special on the RF mount side, we're waiting for the R7 II, we're waiting for the R6 III, we're waiting for that V camera that I just mentioned, we're waiting for the potential for an R3 Mark II, and a lot of that was expected to be seen in the summer, and we've seen nothing, but there is some upside here. It normally means that the next round of releases will be big. Canon doesn't traditionally hold back announcements unless they're lining up something major in advance of the holiday buying window. And that's all the Canon news that I have for you today, but if you do want to support what I'm doing here, consider becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive resources like LUTs and presets, highlighted comments, members-only live videos, and early access to new uploads. If you're looking to book a photo or video session with me, all the details are down in the description, where you will also find all my gear links, including my 2025 Essentials Guide for anyone who's getting started in content creation. Now, those are affiliate links, so picking something up does benefit the channel. And as always, the easiest way to support this channel is to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Those are both free, and they go a long way to helping me out. Thanks again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.